Was that you suffocating Jim? Oh, Jesus!
I'm picturing like a bird cage right now.
No, I grabbed my fucking neck. Seriously? Yeah. Oh! Something just grabbed my backpack. Yeah.
You just moved that ball?
Is there anything inhuman down here?
I hear growling.
Yeah.
And we are live. Welcome to the After Show presented by the Paranormal Podcast Program. It has been a while. I've almost forgotten my entire intro. But if you do not already know, this show is about rewatching, talking about the general after show of our latest YouTube releases. With our new kind of setup, we're going to kind of bundle these together. We got 2 after shows, and then if we want to talk about Brian as well, the interview, we can do that. How's everyone doing? How's it going, Platinum? Nice to see you. Thanks for catching in the live. Always appreciated. What's up? So, Jim, what are you thinking? What you like in the new schedule? The new couple videos here and there?
Yeah, it makes things a lot easier with editing wise.
Yeah.
Instead of taking on 20 hours to do one video, it's like
It's like
a couple
10
hours here and there. Yeah, it's like 10 hours.
Yeah. You know, it keeps the content flowing, keeps the people entertained. They might be shorter episodes, but they're a lot more condensed, a lot more impactful. Hey, Courtney, thanks for showing up. We did have some technical difficulties. We started late, but we're good. Sound is a thing, and there's issues, but we're good. We're rolling. We're steamrolling.
Oh, yeah. We just got to keep this train going, baby.
Damn straight.
Paranormal Nut, we improvise, we adapt.
Improvises, yeah.
Get very agitated at your computer.
Yeah, just keep hitting it. Eventually it works. Yep. So this is the after show for our last 2 Mid-Orange videos, hour 1 and 2. And you can see how much we kind of like have to condense these videos because the first one was only 7 minutes. The second one it was a bit longer because it was a straight Estes, but it was like I think 18 minutes. So you can kind of start to see how much time goes into these. We have to sort through and remove all the stuff of us just sitting around doing nothing. Unless you guys want, we can just, we can post a video of Jim sitting in a room in dark for like 8 hours straight if you want. If that's what
I'm
people
down
want
for
to
that.
see. Yeah. Just taking a nap. Is he snoring?
Is he snoring? He's not even afraid.
There she is. Did you send the merch out to
I have not yet.
You're horrible.
Dad
I give you
duty.
one job plus all the other jobs.
I'm on getting prep dad duty right now.
Bringing a life into the world. You can order a few t-shirts. Yeah, nope. Wow. Shame on you, Jim. Nothing.
Sean needs to do it.
I could probably do it. I'll figure it out. I don't know. We don't actually produce these. These are like one-offs. So we do need to actually kind of put some things together.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his he's got plenty of time to get his new white dad New Balances though.
Damn right I do.
Hello, Carol. Nice to see you. Yeah. So actually, that brings up a good point. Mamar, did you want anything specific? I know we got like shirts. Jim's kind of got the hats. I don't know. Do you have a preference? I don't think. I mean, the vests are kind of pricey. So, and no one else wears the vest but me, and it's mad. Those vests cost like $90 a pop, and I'm the only one that wears them. Whatever you want to send on the picky. All right, we'll send you something. See, we take care of each our own. Ooh, look at this.
DILF status right there, baby.
You actually did earn. You have earned a lot. You've earned, whatever you want. That picture and then just hanging out with us whenever we see you. That's enough. Get this picture off the screen.
You can hit remove to guy.
I don't know how things work.
I don't know how things work.
Yeah. So, how is everybody? How's everyone's weekend? It's been a while since we had a chance to actually go live and talk with you all. Love the pink polo. Yeah. Oh, that's the photo she was referring to with the New Balances. Gotcha.
Yep.
Ooh, are we going to Paracon? We weren't planning it. It's just too close for Jim to like kind of not waste his time, but he's got to be around the baby mama.
Yeah, never knew she could go a month early. I was a month early.
Yeah, so he's kind of on lockdown. He's not really running around too much. I'm not going just because it's too far. But Paracon's awesome. We loved it last time we were there. We recommend everyone go. The celebrity hunt, if that was great. But we should have gone. Is Brian Murray going? We should go and yell at him.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm going ghost hunting this weekend. I'll send you some pics from ghost hunting if you like. Yeah, send us all the pics. We love that stuff.
We love the pictures.
paranormalnut666@gmail.com. You send it to us that way, and if it's interesting, we'll feature it on one of our episodes.
You can DM too at Instagram, Facebook, all that too.
Boo, she's not due till next month just because you said she'll be like... He uses it as an excuse to not do things nowadays. Nikki's pregnant. I can't do anything. Okay, yeah, send us whatever you got. Videos, pictures, just if you want to just tell us your story, you can write us an email or you can message us on Facebook.
Well, we have, and we do interviews too. If you want to be interviewed on it, we can talk about your experience you had there.
It's been a while since we've been doing a lot of authors and other podcast hosts, but it's been a while since we've just done someone new.
Thank you, Platinum Wave.
Early congratulations, yeah. So yeah, interesting stuff. But like I said, it's been a while since we got to chat with you all. This is great. Big things, quote unquote. We had to. So, Cat said, you already know this. We're doing the CE5 event with Bill and a few others, and we were gonna go last weekend, but like it was overcast, it was rainy, so we were like, oh, you can't look for UFOs when it's overcast, right? So, I mean, you probably can, but, we need a nice clear day. So that had to get rain checked. I'll be down at Trifecta May 31st, the Doss House out in West Point, Kentucky. I think it's, West Point, Kentucky. So that's going to be fun. I'll be doing a lot of things around there, shaking hands, kissing babies, the whole fun stuff. Other than that, I got a few other things, a few other collabs we're working in. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to, go out there as much as possible while Jim's, being a dad and whatnot. So
yeah, being a dad and shit.
You got a ghost in your room?
Oh no, but I was looking at the camera. I was like, why is it flickering?
All right, so we will get into it, guys and gals.
I actually have a funny ghost story that's not really a ghost story. So my mother-in-law came over today.
It's either that or shaking babies. Kissing hands and shaking babies. That's what I'll say.
So I had my mother-in-law come over today, and she's like, I don't know, man. My light keeps coming on at like 2:00 in the morning every night. Or every other night. It keeps coming on.
Yeah.
And we come to find out that her neighbor has the same frequency on the remote. So when they wake up, they hit the remote and it turns her light on. It's in her bedroom too.
Hey, this is the kind of thing, like, we exist. I mean, we don't exist to debunk, right? But we exist to, there are things out there that are not paranormal. And when they aren't, we have to point them out. We don't want people going around and, thinking every single thing is a ghost out to get them.
It is a ghost. Everything is a ghost.
Their neighbor. Listen, Bad neighbors are worse than ghosts.
I mean, it is a retirement area.
You know what that means. No, we're not talking about that on the show.
They don't know how to use technology. That's basically what it comes down to.
So, Mid-Orange, second time back. We're divvying the night up into like hours and different locations. I do want to kind of the first hour or so we were kind of setting up. We had a few kind of here. I'll put it up. I'll skip ahead a bit, but
And it is April.
again, it was April. It was like 30 degrees. It was horrible.
Last time we were, but like there's.
I don't think we've ever been at Mid-Orange when it's been warm. There's literally snow outside.
It was warmer when it was in November.
So I can't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there. Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had a few flux hits
Okay.
down
It's already
there.
messing with the.
I wouldn't call it anything super conclusive for the first
If
hour.
that's you messing with the flux,
There's the vest,
could you
the
flux
paranormal
it on
investigation vest.
Now, this person was open in like the 70s to the 90s, so I'm okay using new tools. Last time we were here, certain ghosts being able to just like.
See, that one I'm not sure, because I was standing in front of
I'm
him.
not sure because it's light.
And I even say
over
that.
here this entire time, but so if that's you, could you touch the other side for me, Steve? Don't cross the plane just for like 5 seconds. Can you touch the red side, which is my left?
We berate our cameraman on this show.
Did you turn that off?
Yeah, we beat them up a lot because they're horrible people.
The dead bells. I don't know if ours is broken. It's super sensitive.
I hate our dead bell. We need a new one. We need to get it fixed.
Well, I think, you know, just
It's
because
broken.
the knob is set to
And
low,
there's nothing you can say to
I
convince me
think it
otherwise.
legit might just be broken.
Nope, that place is just super haunted.
You want to turn it off? I mean,
Every place. You bring that to like the middle of nowhere where people have never been, and you said, "Oh, it's just gonna keep going off."
I don't know. I like the dead bell. What's that? You're beeping. My REM pod's over there. It wasn't REM pod beeping.
Me hearing the echo from the dead bell
So,
down the hallway.
This is.
Door service.
That's
Yeah.
kind of rude interrupting. Well, thank you.
That time I'm not in
This
front.
is A4. This is one of the cottages. At this correctional facility, this is where the inmates would stay, I assume, right? There's rooms on the side over here, and then there's a couple, like, I think. Michael's just glad you're back.
Great shots.
Oh yeah.
Is that you, Michael? Prisoner Michaels. Prisoner Michaels. That was our EVP, our spirit box. Yeah. Prisoner
Call
Michaels.
back.
I heard something about the bodies.
I thought I heard Michael, but
Is there a prisoner Michaels with us?
a lot of quick cuts this time around, just because when things don't happen, we don't want you sitting through nothing.
Setting up our devices. We have our cameras, we have our couple devices.
Just wait till I do my Estes.
Do you want to open the spirit box or do we want to start?
Honestly, I think,
So,
yeah, I don't think we get anything on
Is
this.
this prisoner Michelson?
Yeah, we really didn't get a lot downstairs.
Michaels.
get my friend's name right.
Whatever, same thing.
Right, you don't have to talk
I
either.
do. It's in the spirit world.
It's not how that works.
Just how I look
You're
at the camera.
You're just
like-
so into it.
It's like I knew I was the main character at that moment.
Yeah. Jim just became the main character right there. Oh, and we realized we don't have our mics on, so this is all boom audio. But then we were just like, nah, we'll leave them off. Walkie, yeah.
Do you not like the cold weather?
If you're here with us, can you touch one of these devices on the floor?
Wonder, like during cold weather, is it harder for like apparitions, ghosts, and spirits to actually manipulate energy, right? Because coldness is lack of energy, theoretically, right? Seriously, yeah, who likes cold weather? No one. Especially not ghosts. But no, you get what I'm saying, right, Jim? Because like there's less energy in the air. Things are stagnant.
Yeah, the molecules are like frozen.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's probably a smart thought we should write down and like talk
A
about.
book.
Yeah, we should write a book.
I actually have a book signed by Matt Damon, by the way.
Oh, a book signed by Matt Damon.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm Sean.
Forget what the question was.
Do you remember us?
They do.
I'm Sean.
I just heard yep. It was like a little yep.
Do you remember his name?
Up.
Does it want us to go up?
Do you want us to go upstairs?
Still talking to it like it's a walkie.
Never stops.
If you want us to go upstairs, turn the light green.
Or red if you want us to stay here.
That scene just right there. It's almost like, you know, when Jim Halpert's like talking in the office and it just zooms on his face when something
Yeah.
happens. That's it. That's the flux.
Upstairs? Alright. So, son of a bitch! Me and Steve are staying here.
Alright.
Break out the road lights. You go up there.
Always split the
We're
party.
gonna get investigating.
That's a cold cut. We're gonna take a nap. So yeah, like I said, not much going on in the first hour, but it definitely gets more intense throughout the night. And that really starts to escalate when we go upstairs and Jim does this. Now, I'm not going to play the entire video for you because we do want you to go watch it on YouTube. Go do that. Like, subscribe, support the channel that way. But we do have some clips I'm going to pull out, some of the better parts, but it really does its best in full context. So if you are watching this right now, and you haven't watched the video, you're kind of spoiling it, but it's okay because we're all here. But I will play before we get to the best one. I'm going to do this one, which is kind of a little sneak preview. But this just shows you how intense this got.
Dude, I feel something like...
Added music for dramatic effect. Hello, James Robert.
Dude, I have like goosebumps like so fucking bad right now. Holy fuck.
Look how flushed your
like
face is. I didn't notice this till afterwards. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, see how flushed your face is?
Oh yeah, I was on edge up there. Like at that moment, it like felt like it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Are you
It's like
touching-
overwhelming right now. What the fuck? My senses are just like going crazy.
Are you taking James's energy to speak to us right now?
It's actually having a stroke. No, just kidding. Sit down.
Someone call a doctor.
You want me to sit down? I'll sit down
Behind you.
behind me.
Yeah. And yeah, watch the full video, obviously. But I do want to kind of ask you about that. So you said it was like attacking your senses. Like, did it feel like it was pressure on your sinuses? Did it feel like your like eardrums were kind of popping?
Have you ever taken pre-workout and you get that like the bugs under the skin?
Oh yeah.
That's what I had all over my whole body, and like it just felt like overwhelming, like almost like I couldn't catch my breath.
I took pre-workout for the first time in the Navy when I was underway, not knowing how much to take and all the,
He took 14 scoops.
No, I didn't take 14 scoops, but I forget. I definitely took a bit more than I was supposed to, and my body naturally is like was not used to it. So like I do my workout, great, and then I shower, go lay down, and this is all within like probably a 2-hour period. But I drank my pre-workout like right before I worked out. So I do
So it
my
didn't quite
workout.
kick in yet.
And yeah, I do my workout just fine. I'm like, all right, yeah. Shower, and like after my shower, I feel like pumped because this is like an hour, 45 minutes. And then I go like lay down. I can't lay down, and I have to because I'm about to go and watch in a few hours. You know all that jazz. And I'm just like shaking in my rack, and then I wake up and not wake up, but I get up and I see like I'm breaking out all these rashes. But no one wants to hear that. But yeah, that kind of crawling sense. Almost like your system's being shocked with something.
Mm-hmm.
Hostile.
Niacin.
Niacin, yes. Or no, niacin. It's the
Yeah.
niacin, yeah. All right, so I'm going to show you this video, which is probably one of the best parts of the most recent video. Walked out. Wait. Oh, because well. Just for you. Jim's face here is super flushed.
Dude, I feel something like...
Oh, I don't know if we can
Dude,
check
I
the
have like
comments while
goosebumps
we're
like so
live.
fucking bad right now. Holy fuck. It's like...
So we were
It's
talking
like-
about this and how flushed he is and how like irritated he felt, and we related it to pre-workout. That's what you missed. But yeah, so you sent us pictures on the comment. I don't know how to check the comments because we're in StreamYard and I don't really. Can I go here? Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Maybe if you email it to us or send it to the Paranormal Nut Facebook page, we can check it out. Greetings from Manchester, England, brothers. What's up, Virgil? Nice to see you. It's been a bit. It's been a bit. Yes, he does look pissed. And that leads to shortly there, probably another 5 minutes after this video.
Let it go.
Hey, Chris MMRT, nice to see you guys.
Move, bitch.
Not you, Chris. You don't have to move.
Us.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna just fuck you.
What's up? What happened?
Wait, before we I gotta do this to you. I'm sorry. It's too precious. It's the best face out there. Let it go. This is sorry. Just do you remember the dramatic hamster? That's that face. But anyway.
What's up? What happened? Yank.
Huh?
This just said yank.
That's what I felt.
Although
He gets yanked. It
Although
says
we've been-
yanked. And
talking to British.
Virgil, you might appreciate this. We were talking
Is somebody
to a
British,
British
here?
ghost
You could
all
be calling
night.
somebody else a
and
yank,
it was called
but it
us
said yank and you got touched. What happened?
Like, I felt like my side. That's why I was like, I felt and I was like, what the fuck was that?
Let me take a look. Where did it happen? Show me.
Well, like, my hand was back here.
Somebody grabbed your hand?
Yeah, it felt like I felt something like right here, dude.
Oh, that's the end of the video. That's right. If you want the full clip, watch the YouTube video live now. It's going to be only on YouTube until, however long before it makes it to Paranormal Rewind. I think we're like 6 months out. So you're looking at, 2-3 months IRL. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, go see it. YouTube's being, YouTube and annoying and like killing our views. So any support you guys can give us, liking, commenting, watching the video. If you want to donate further, there's other ways to do that. Memberships, super chats, all that fun stuff. None of that's mandatory. All our content's always for free and stuff. But if you want to support us, that's the best way to do it. We don't have merch for sale, but we have like things. If we want merch for sale, let us know. We'll make it a priority. Until it becomes a priority, it is not, though. Our current priority is just making videos and getting stuff out there for you all.
Survive!
Survive! Get through the Jim's baby epidemic.
Oh yeah, telling you.
I got a bunch of hunts planned, so I'll be running around all summer. Woe is me, right?
I'll be
So
chasing.
I'm gonna make Jim edit everything.
God damn it!
You can watch a kid and edit at the same time. It works.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Was that the kid crying, or is there a kid crying in the background in the video? Probably just a video. Like editing.
Yeah. Yep. So, next coming down the pipeline, next week you should see hour 3 of Mid Orange. Then after that, hour 4, I think we're looking for people to interview. So if, hey mom, is Sean ever going to have babies? Probably not. Next question, mom. That's... Shoot it this way. Happy to go through stuff. Yep. Thanks for showing up, Mom. You haven't showed up and watched my videos, so I'll actually I'll actually come to Mother's Day this weekend. So since you're here,
I wish I still had my mom. She's in Puerto Rico.
yeah, I was gonna say that's what you need to do. My mom's looking at like buying property. She needs to go to buy some property in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean, sometimes rolling blackouts, but other than that, it's good.
I was here last time. When do you think last time was? Is the real question. You'll do an interview on Mid Orange? Well, I'm always down to talk about Mid Orange because I like Mid Orange. But we're we can still kind of work it in since we are releasing videos. Yeah, hit us up. We're always down to talk about anything. It doesn't have to be just Mid Orange. It can be anything, anything paranormal that is, or necessarily not. We've had so many videos between now and a couple weeks ago, Mom.
Yeah, we had at least 2 videos.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. It might have been our last live stream where we actually streamed and talked.
Yeah,
we had like 2 paranormal rewinds because of, stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Coming down the pipeline, like I said, we got more Mid Orange videos. We're down to do interviews. May I respectfully ask you a question, brothers? Yeah, you can always ask. We won't guarantee an answer, but you can always ask. We got things coming down the pipeline. I think I'm planning, like I said, trifecta with Get Haunted. Again, everyone, this is presented by the Paranormal Podcast Program by Get Haunted. So after us, I need to know who's after us. I should check. I should shout them out. Let's see. I know this. It's in the chat somewhere.
We will be checking out new spaces at Penhurst. I'll let you know what we get. Also, checking out Vampa Museum in Doylestown, Paranormal and Vampire Museum. I'd be down to go out there and check it out. Doylestown isn't that far away from me. We can meet up for a hang sesh.
I think Ghostbox is not live tonight, but I think is Ian Get Moderated?
Engineering the Paranormal?
No, Engineering the Paranormal used to be before us. But yes, after this, stick around if you're watching on Get Haunted, you can watch Get Moderated. I'm not sure if they're live. I haven't seen anything, but if they are, check it out. If not, you can go watch one of our videos on YouTube. Also, actually starting Starting right now, I think, is Get Haunted's Patreon with Ryan from Paranormal Theory, but don't go over there while you're watching us.
Yeah, those guys are nerds. We're
Nerds!
cool.
Let's do it, Doylestown! What am I missing here?
The one above it.
You see me in no, I'm deleting that one. Yeah, Virgil, we're not gonna answer that one. Yeah, exactly. We'll take care of that. Don't worry.
He's a
Yeah.
residential prankster on this network.
Yeah, he has fun. But yeah. See, we're married to the grind.
Yeah, we're married to the grind and the hustle.
So, I keep getting distracted. Yes, I don't know if Ian's running tonight, but if he is, check it out. If not, check us out on our YouTube. We got a bunch of videos you probably haven't watched.
Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Our interview with Brian Perrone, a author, Hugo Award nominated author, Brian Perrone.
Peone. It's
Peone.
Peone.
Is it? Oh, no,
There's no art. There's
There's
no
no
art.
art. Damn. It's like I wrote the thumbnail or something.
Wait.
Oh, you got the books. Someone at Brian, get him in here. He's probably actually doing busy stuff right now, but
Nope, that wasn't it. That wasn't the one. Is this the one? Nope. Nope.
while Jim looks for his books, Jim, we went to the Erie Mansion 2 weekends ago. Was that, Jim? You probably saw a couple of the posts. Great place. We're gonna be putting videos out on that after mid-range, so stay tuned for
Found
that.
it.
Got the book?
And this is why I made that joke earlier, and I feel like Sean didn't get it. It was signed by Matt Damon.
Oh, that's right. If you watched, well, I don't. Did we talk about that on the podcast or afterwards?
I think it was during the podcast.
Yeah. So if you watch the podcast, you would get the joke. But Brian, great guy, great author. Spent 8 weeks in MSP, Missouri State Penitentiary, to write a book, a fiction book about a ghost hunt gone wrong. These walls still talk. I'm excited for it. I think it comes out in June. There's a book release party, so be there for that.
You people know I'm a person of my word. I
He
told him I was
bought
going to order
every
his
one
whole
of Brian's
series,
books.
and I did. I'm going to put them back now.
Yeah, you got the pre-order right for the actual one. These walls still talk. So stay tuned for Ear Mansion, and then when we do find a good enough day, we will do CE5 with Bill from Empty Casket, Bill and Tanya, and some few other names you might not be familiar with. Yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be fun. We're actively looking to do more than just ghost hunts. We'll do some cryptid things. I think I might be hunting a goat man when I'm down in Trifecta, Jim.
Never heard of the Goat Man.
There's a couple different goat men, but there's allegedly one by this bridge down in Kentucky. So I'm gonna
Sounds like a Kentucky thing.
sounds like a Kentucky thing. Like fried chicken?
Fried chicken? Kentucky Fried Chicken? More of a Bojangles guy, but live your dream.
What is Bojangles?
You never had Bojangles chicken?
No,
Come on, man.
it must be a mid-Atlantic thing, not a Northeast thing.
They're all over Pennsylvania.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't go to Pennsylvania except to ghost hunt. Mothman is an interesting one. I do want to go to West Virginia, but I don't think you can really hunt. I don't think Mothman's there. He's the harbinger of doom, and he's bringer of evils, or warner of guardian. But I don't think he's there still. You haven't lived. True, I guess.
Bojangles.
I need to
Because
get
you
some
haven't had
Bojangles.
Bojangles yet. Get their biscuits.
Yeah, no, Virgil, you're not banned, but if you keep this nonsense up, you will be. That's for sure. But if you have anything about the paranormal, we'll answer any of those questions. That's for sure. So, Jim,
Yes.
you didn't have time to prep any probably technical difficulties. You didn't have any paranormal questions ready.
I got every paranormal question locked right here in my
Oh,
third
okay.
eye.
Throw out some questions.
All right. All right.
Do I need to stall while you type some in?
Yes, yes. I'm just looking at my phone right now. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. All right, all right. Who would win in a fight?
This is gonna become death battle, but for cryptids.
One Wendigo or 100 men?
I think
It's
100 men win because a Wendigo might be strong, but
Is it as strong as a silverback gorilla?
yeah, Courtney, always thanks for sharing everything out. Thank you for sharing out the Get Haunted stuff, Get Haunted people. We love having you here. If you're not familiar with us, we are Paranormal Nut Podcast. We are a paranormal investigators that also podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, kind of. Yeah, check out our content, like, comment, subscribe. Go follow us on Facebook. Like us there, and let us know if you like the content. That's what we're here for. We want to share the paranormal with other people, and that's why we do this.
All right, Sean.
Yeah.
Do you think spirits know they're dead? And what do you think they do when they find out they are dead?
So I kind of don't. I don't like to go. This is this, right? But I'm generally under the impression that I think ghosts are like psychic energy. Like I don't think they're the actual soul of the person. I think they are like a lingering information of what the person was. So if that psychic energy lingers past the point of death, I think it can happen, but I think it can also not happen. Does that make sense? So I think there's an awareness to that psychic energy, and I don't know if it actually. Sometimes it might know, sometimes it might not know.
Yeah.
The more powerful, the more awareness. That's kind of what boat I'm in currently, but you know me. My opinions are all over the place. I'll be back on zeitgeistism sooner or later, probably. But
What's your opinion on shadow people? Do you think they are demons, aliens, extraterrestrial, or interdimensional? Sorry, interdimensional.
I think many entities can appear as a shadow figure.
What about What about the one we saw on the one video that I can't show?
I don't think it's a shadow person. That's just an apparition. There's a difference. Shadow person.
What's the difference?
Shadow person is an absence of light. That one was reflecting IR light. There's a difference.
What spirit do you think it was the sailor?
I don't know. It's hard. So we were talking about My Haunted Manor, and we caught some interesting things there. And that video will come out eventually. Our second My Haunted Manor hunt. We're kind of keeping it back pocket for when we, need to put it out. But
Crazy hunt.
If you saw the first My Haunted Manor, you know that me and Jim are thoroughly convinced that there is a sailor buried in the basement. And I know they were doing research and digging. I don't know if they got to it yet. But I don't think that's the only spirit there. So I don't want to say if I think that ghost was, that.
They come out of the Underground Railroad entrance.
Exactly.
Have you ever had a paranormal dream that felt more like a warning than a nightmare?
I don't have paranormal dreams per se.
Or let's say like well, you know what I'm saying. Like
Well, my first night back from Mid Orange, the first Mid Orange trip, I was like driving back, like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm exhausted. We've been running around all night in the cold, and like I'm like, nodding at the wheel, and like I saw like the hindquarters of what I think was a deer, but like literally translucent and blue. And I'm like, I need to, whether I'm literally just being delirious enough to see that, or it's a warning of some type by some sort of a guardian or something. I was like, all right, I need to pull over and just like nap for 30 minutes before I drive back. So there's that. I think that was a legitimate warning. So, do you have any premonitions, dreams, or any paranormal warnings per se?
um I yeah, I've had something before. I had a dream that I died.
I shouldn't laugh at
It's a
that.
weird dream, and then but I woke up late for work, and there was like a massive accident on the roadway. I don't know if that had.
Hey, that could be
I mean,
something.
that's stretching, but I mean,
I mean, I don't know if it
like
necessarily
fatality
is.
kind of thing. So I
You
mean,
hear all those stories about like tragedies that happen that people like they woke up late or they overslept or something, and they never do it. It never happens to them, but just that one day, for whatever reason, they got held up and they survived. So I think there is something to that. Um, but yeah,
do you think cryptids, ghosts, and aliens are all connected under one large umbrella, like phenomenon,
no,
like connected through something?
no, because I do think cryptids. There are some cryptids that are legitimately just undiscovered animals. Um, and I think there are some cryptids, like just within cryptids, I think there could be very different things. I mean, you can call all of that stuff paranormal,
Hmm.
but I mean, unless you're looking for a different term, like they're all interdimensional creatures. No, I don't believe that.
Well, what I'm saying, like, like you have the theories of like
Yeah, it's some
Bigfoot
Final
being like a
Destination stuff, Jim.
yeah, right. Like aliens coming, like aliens leaving Bigfoot as a guardian almost, kind of
Yeah, I know. Some people
to like different
like
yeah.
someone wants like a theory of everything for the paranormal, so everything fits in a little box organized so it makes perfect sense. I mean, most people do this by saying it's all nonsense and therefore it doesn't have to make sense. So, but um the world doesn't work like that. The world is not so neatly categorized. Even if you talk about like animals and species like a fish, like a fish isn't an actual taxonomical, ecolot I don't know. I shouldn't speak on this kind of stuff, but um, is not an actual scientific term, and you can't really put everything into a box. Like people see, like mushrooms and go, "Oh, that's a plant." No, it's its own thing, and it's actually closer related to humans than it is to any plant. So I don't know. I think things are the way the world works is too messy to like umbrella everything like that. So I think there are some aliens that may be interdimensional. I think there are some aliens that may just be like traveling here, like in spatial and all that stuff. I think there are some aliens that are actually not aliens. They're just here. But and then when it comes to spirits, I'm all over the place with spirits. I think you have some spirits that are psychic energy, like residual kind of stuff, but then you have some that are intelligent. Some are like I was saying, residual with the like past just being imprinted somewhere. But then you might have something that's demonic or something that's evil or something that's inhuman but still a spirit in nature. So no. And
You
then when
think
you
of
say what is an elemental, right? All these things you can't really.
Well, now my thing is, so we go on to that. What about like the willing things into existence? Like somebody almost can will like a ghost, and like I was talking to somebody about this before, where you if you let's say you have a ghost, you think you have a ghost in your house, things start going negative, and now you're like, maybe I have a demon in my house. Now, did you just turn that ghost into a demon? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Can things jump from ship from one thing to the other? Yeah. So like, what if an alien dies? Can an alien have a ghost? Right? Like,
That's true.
you start. Can there be a Bigfoot ghost? Right? Can there be?
A dinosaur ghost.
I mean, yeah. That's that. I'm 100% convinced that like
Nessie.
when no well not necessarily Nessie, but maybe Nessie, that when people have reported seeing dinosaurs in like the Congo and stuff, that they're actually just seeing ghosts,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, that's a whole that could be a whole video though.
Yeah, right. Do you believe people that have had near-death experiences kind of give them more of a touch to the like spirit, like they can see the spirit world a little bit more due to that near-death experience, like the run-in with death?
The thinning of the veil,
Like
and
where,
stuff.
let's say, more or less somebody dies on the table and they get brought back. Do you think
Dinosaur ghost, yes.
do you-
There was a case like that in Gettysburg, and they said that they are willing it and giving it a story in the kind of what Jim's kind of talking about right now. If you want to finish, Jim.
Oh, I was done with that part. I was going into
Yeah, you were saying how,
near-death experience. I'm saying.
thinning of the veil. Yeah, sorry.
Well, what I'm
Um,
saying, somebody dies on the table and they come back. Do you think that person's more prone to seeing ghosts because the veil has thinned because they've been on the other side? It's almost like Persephone and Hades, like she ate the fruit. So like you died, like you kind of ate that fruit, so you kind of you're on that other side, but then you come back. Like
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there, but yeah, if someone has a near-death experience, are they more likely, on average, to see a ghost or a phenomenon, a paranormal experience, or something like that? Um, I think yes, and like I said, Mama Mauer agrees 100%, 1,000%, 10,000%, however many percent. Um, but I do want to not discount. Like I said, I do believe that, but I don't want to discount the fact that because they've experienced death, that they're more curious, more interested. So now they are actively looking for this stuff. So they're seeing what's already there, but they're looking for it, right? So maybe you're not necessarily exposed to things more easily, but you're actively looking for it more. Not to say it's not there and that you're making it up, but if I never go search for, a wildflower out in the woods by my house, doesn't mean the wildflower is not there, right?
yeah,
That makes sense. Everyone tracking, everyone following my train of thought.
If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound?
Yes.
All right. Do you think so? We did the near death experience. What about trauma or grief? Do you think that opens people up to more paranormal events in their life? Like with me, like back when I was a kid, we moved into that house. My dad just had a stroke. Now, is that trauma and grief? Is that what brought that entity, or was that entity always there? What like?
Yeah, I can't say for sure if the entity was already there, but if there is a right, because I always apply human thinking to these entities, right? Which isn't always the case, but that's the first place I like to start. And I go, if I'm a dick, like, right, think about like an evil narcissistic person. Who do they take advantage of? People who are currently experiencing, who are vulnerable physically, emotionally, mentally, like they're stressed beyond being able to defend themselves, right?
Mhm.
And that's who a narcissist or just a psychopath or a sociopath takes advantage of. And I don't know the exact definitions of all those terms, so if I'm wrong, crucify me. But that's the kind of evil people, take advantage of that. Now, if a human spirit is the, spirit of a human, if that human is a dick and a narcissist, they're going to take advantage of the people who are in that predicament, right? That's my thought process. It makes you, an easier target. And I think I've seen, I've talked with people. I think people experience these things when they are more stressed. And when they kind of get their stuff together, it kind of falls by the wayside. And again, I don't think it might not be happening as much, or it might be happening the same amount of time, or the same amount. But the amount that, like, when you're in a survival mode, you're noticing more things.
Yeah.
And when you notice something happen and you respond to something happening, that encourages similar behaviors, right? So if a narcissist gets a reaction out of you, they're going to keep getting a reaction out of you. If a ghost gets a reaction out of you, they're going to keep getting a reaction out of you. If a ghost is just there and you don't really care about it and it just does its thing every once in a while and you're not like feeding into it, you're not being hysterical about it, it's going to just exist in a kind of limbo state almost. if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So,
All right. One last question, Sean.
ooh.
Do you think the government or intelligence agencies have knowledge of the paranormal? And I'm not just saying aliens. I'm saying all kind of entities, cryptids, interdimensional. Like, do you think there's this black site thing that, like, we think it's for aliens, but it's actually like fighting like demons or shadow people, like almost like not Men in Black, but like John Constantine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like on the government side. And like
Yeah.
that, but then there's religion that send exorcists out. So I mean, there is a belief that these things are doing bad things and getting into people and doing horrible things to their life. So how far-fetched is it to have like a government agency that just strictly takes care of that kind of thing?
I fully expect horrible people to do horrible things. I fully expect people who crave power to crave power over all things.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are in a position of power and there are ghosts running around, there are cryptids running around, there are aliens running around, you're going to use your power to try to control that however you can. So if you so it's not my answer to this is not if these things exist, right? Or my answer is these things exist. Therefore, people who take advantage of things will take advantage of those things. Does that make sense? Is that
Yeah, no, I get
so?
it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fact of life to me that if there are ghosts, and I do believe there are, and if there are aliens, and I do believe there are, and if there are cryptids, I do believe there are people who are evil, there are people who are narcissistic, there are people who are power craven, will attempt to take advantage of those and use whatever they can to benefit themselves, right?
Yeah.
How successful they may or may not be, to each, we'll probably never know. But that's my soapbox. Anyway, Viva la revolution or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think this is where we'll wrap it up, Jim. Any final words? I will give a shout out to all our Catholic friends, American Pope for the win, bringing it back to the U.S. or not back to the U.S., bringing it to the U.S.
USA.
I think we get to move the Vatican to Chicago, and
To Chicago. Washington D.C.
The sacrament. Well, the Pope's from Chicago. The sacrament is now going to be deep dish pizza. Goodbye. Have a good one, everyone. Stay tuned. Stay
I love
crazy.
you guys.